When you think about self care, it's often masked as a number of things, and especially in this society, wellness that is typically dominated by white culture. So, thinking about yoga or Pilates, which is really hot right now, that is equally as deemed as self care, right? But self care is way more than what we are seeing that's visible to the eye. It's actually a symbol of resistance. And so, when you think about trauma, you think about oppression, you think about things that are typically barriers that would allow anyone, um, to really stop or not be able to indulge in self care. We really want to emphasize what is your right to really persevering and actually doing these acts of self care on the daily. And so it is very obvious, yes, that, trauma can definitely impact what self care looks like for you. And so a normal human being, if we're not taking care of ourselves, anxiety, burnout, depression are all normal factors that come when we don't take care of ourselves, right? However, knowing that and knowing there are barriers like trauma or PTSD, thinking about ways that we can collectively adapt that care. And so, for example, going for a walk in the neighborhood sounds great. It sounds ideal. But for some people who may live in neighborhoods that don't allow them that flexibility or access, we may want to recommend different things. So your self-care may look like, going outside in your backyard, touching the grass, having the feet, notice the feet and notice the sensations under the grass, or maybe even walking out for 5 minutes and getting some sun. That's self-care. So self-care doesn't always have to be some luxurious or really elaborate plan that you have for each day, but it is a sacrifice and it's a form of resistance so that you can keep going. And it's really important to you, but also to others as well.